All right, I know it's been a minute here with the the PS4 broadcasts, and particularly for the Eagles franchise. And apologies on that, but we are back, and we're back with the brand new Madden 19. And of course, hey, Eagles for the first time in the Super Bowl era are the defending Super Bowl champions. And I figured I was going to wait to try to play this game the week of the season opener, of course, the Eagles hosting Atlanta. But I figured, I can't wait that long. Let me just get into this. I played a few other games in Madden to try to get, used to it. And, I got to say, I like the gameplay of Madden 19. I like some of the little nuances with it. You're able to strip the ball a little better as a defender going up against a receiver and knock down some passes that otherwise would have been caught in years past. And, there's little things like that. Obviously, I'm still, getting my feet wet with it. I've only played a couple games, but I'm hoping we have a good start here to the Eagles season. Of course, this is the opening night game of the 2018-19 season. The Eagles hosting Atlanta, a team they beat last year in the NFC divisional round in Philly, of course. I'm looking forward to that game in real life and looking forward to playing it here in Madden NFL. Just a little heads up as to what I have planned. So I'm going to play this game tonight. But going forward, at least for the next few weeks, I'm going to keep digging into that Madden 18 Eagles franchise. I'm only 2 weeks into that, and I'd like to kind of keep that going. And I kind of would like to do what I was trying to do before and play these games week to week. So whatever Eagles game is going to be coming up, I'd like to play it the week of that game as far as Madden 19. So, of course, Madden 18 will be filler. I will hope to have more Madden 18 games coming up in the weeks to come, of course, leading up to the start of the new NFL season. And that at least is the plan for now. If anything changes, of course, you'll see it. But let's delve right into this game. Let's dive into this game. Eagles hosting the Falcons. It's opening night, banner night, if you will, in Philadelphia for the Eagles to unveil their Super Bowl 52 banner. Of course, in the game they don't do it. I kind of wish they did. I know there were games in the past, I think it was NBA, maybe NHL too, where the team actually, you would see the banner being raised to the rafters. Of course, it's a little different in football, but it'd be kind of neat if they actually had a banner. But it is what it is. It's little details. But the Eagles, relatively healthy coming into this season. I don't know if in real life Carson Wentz or Nick Foles are going to start week one. It's a 50-50 coin flip, I guess, at this point. But in Madden, in the Maddenverse, it will be Carson Wentz that gets the nod.
Tonight, we kick off the new season with the return of Carson Wentz, ready to go in week one as a Super Bowl champion Eagle. Take on the new
never gets old to hear that. Super Bowl champion Eagles. There it is, Lincoln Financial Field. As Brent Musburger would say, you are looking live at Lincoln Financial Field, home of the defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons, ready to do battle in South Philly. And here he comes, Carson Wentz. Should be an interesting game. Two good teams going at it. Austin Hooper gets the nod for the player to show for some reason. Okay. You would think it would have been Julio Jones or Freeman or Ryan, but Madden, what can you do? Tevin Coleman back to return for Atlanta.
Meanwhile, for the visiting
Eagles will kick it off.
An early season tilt, and when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams.
There's a new rule here: the team has to wait until the ball is kicked before they can start running. But it's going to be a touchback, and the Falcons will start from their own 25. Matt Ryan, local product. Out to the field. Last time the Falcons were on this field, they lost in the divisional round in heartbreak fashion. Julio Jones couldn't come down with a pass. It may or may not have been a touchdown. Would his feet have been in? It would have been pretty close. But, of course, the Falcons looking to atone for that. And the Eagles are looking to get their title defense off to a good start, at least in Madden. Very talented Eagles team against a talented Falcons team. And these two teams could possibly see each other again in the postseason this coming season. We'll see. Ryan in the gun. He'll fake a handoff, back to pass, looking, throws. He has a man, and that's Julio Jones. So Julio Jones, who couldn't make the catch that may have won the game in the divisional round last season, starts the 2018-19 campaign with a big gainer into Eagles territory. And to break down the Eagles coverage, there were two Eagles there, but they could not bring down the talented wideout. And it's 1st and 10 from the Eagle 32-yard line. A good start for the Falcons. Doug Peterson, of course, Super Bowl winning coach. The Philly special will live on in lore in Philly and in NFL circles for years to come. Ryan, good time. No one around him, throws, and it's caught by Freeman. And a short gainer, well, shorter compared to the Julio Jones play. It's 2nd and 8, a gain of 2 as we look at the Falcons' offense. Offensive line, the backs and receivers, of course, Julio Jones and Freeman among them. So 2nd and 8 for the Falcons.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first
couple new
down.
faces with the Eagles. Michael Bennett coming over from Seattle among them. Ryan back to throw. Again, he has Freeman, and Freeman has a first down. Devontae Freeman,
12 yards there as they move the chain.
third-year man out of Florida State, and a good one. He is a good running back, both running and receiving. You got to atone for where he is at all times. A new set of downs for the Falcons, 1st and 10. They're marching. The big play to Julio Jones to start the game, and then a couple catches by Devontae Freeman. So far, not the start that the home faithful want to see here. The Falcons marching down the field, looking for the first points of the game, barring a turnover. Ryan under center. He has Freeman. And the fullback in the backfield. Freeman gets the carry, his first carry of the game, and he's brought down. And there's the return of the middle linebacker, Jordan Hicks, one of the many injuries a season ago for the Eagles that they had to overcome to win Super Bowl 52. We take a look at the Eagles' defense. Rouge Hill gets to start at linebacker. And there you see the secondary, the talented secondary for the Eagles. Led, of course, by Malcolm Jenkins, one of the team captains. 2nd and 10, no gain on the carry by Freeman. Ryan with backs in the eye. Freeman dots it. 2nd and 10, here it comes. Ryan hands it off to Freeman, and Freeman goes down. He is taken down for no gain. Back-to-back carries for Freeman with no gain. Fletcher Cox on the tackle.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot.
So now it's 3rd and 10. Let's see if the Eagles want to bring some pressure.
And just ran him down.
Of course, you got to watch out for number 11 in these situations. Ryan back to pass. Here comes the blitz, and Ryan is taken down. They do not credit, I believe, a sack. No, they don't, because the ball, they say it's an incompletion, but the pressure was there, and the Eagles' defense holds. They bend but don't break, and they will hold the Falcons to a field goal attempt. A good job there by the Eagles' defense after the Falcons driving down the field.
35-yard attempt from the left hash.
Field goal attempt is up. It's good.
And Bryant's kick is good.
By the veteran Bryant, it's 3-0 Atlanta. So the Falcons get the first points in the 2018-19 campaign, a Bryant field goal. And now the Eagles will get their first opportunity on offense after the kickoff.
Bryant now, after hitting
Bryant to kick it off.
set to kick this one away.
And this is Darren Sproles, another injured Eagle a season ago. They were able to overcome that. Corey Clement, of course, stepped up. They brought in Jay Ajayi in a trade, and here comes Carson Wentz. Yep, yet another guy who was hurt last season for the Eagles. He may have been the league MVP if he didn't go down in that game in L.A. against the Rams. But what a season it was a year ago for Carson Wentz.
33 touchdown passes at the time of his injury. Had his team at 11-2. Riding high. Everyone thought that might be it for the Eagles. There goes their dream of winning a Super Bowl. Instead, Nick Foles comes in, team rallies.
So first and 10 Eagles, ball on their own 24 to start this drive. Backs in the eye. Clement and Ajayi behind Carson Wentz. And Wentz, they hand off to Jay Ajayi, who is taken down. Looked like there was a hole there. Jay just couldn't cut it and get over. Take a look at the Eagles' offense. Offensive line, one of the best in the league, and then the backs and receivers. What a job as well by Alshon Jeffrey a season ago. He was playing with a torn rotator cuff. The touchdown he scored in Super Bowl 52, he did so with a torn rotator cuff. Just another example of what this Eagles team was able to do, even with the injuries. 2nd and 9, gain of 1 for Ajayi. Wentz, play action fake. Wentz throws, has a man, and it's Zach Ertz. The Eagles not only are the defending Super Bowl champions, but they boast one of the best tight end combinations in the league. We'll see about Dallas Goedert, but if he turns up, they say he's another Zach Ertz. And Zach Ertz is already a top 4 tight end in the league. You got Ertz, you got Goddard. They did lose a longtime Eagle, Brent Selleck, of course, in the offseason, as well as the guy who threw the Philly special in Trey Burton after getting the pitch from Corey Clement, throwing a touchdown pass to Nick Foles in Super Bowl 52. Burton to Chicago. 1st and 10 Eagles. This is Jay Ajayi, and Ajayi, tough sledding so far. He's taken down after a minimal gain, if that. Yep, he got 1. 2 yards on 2 carries so far for Ajayi. Take a look at the Falcons' defense.
And Grady Jarrett, their defensive tackle, not just a space eater, although he plays the run very well, knows how to get to the quarterback and provide that pressure.
It's a young and aggressive defense.
3 sacks in the Super Bowl against New England.
And it's 2nd and 9 for the Eagles. Ball spotted to their own 42. Wentz rolls, throws, and it's incomplete. He wanted Alshon Jeffrey. It's incomplete, and it's 3rd and 9 up and coming.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback.
Of course, there's been some talk in the news if the real Alshon Jeffrey will start the season or if he'll have to be put on the PUP list for the first up to 6 games of the regular season. Well, the Eagles have had to overcome some injuries a season ago. And starting with that, of course, Bradham going to miss the first game. Suspension. Jernigan going to miss some games to start the season. One thing we know about this team, there's no quitting them. They will continue to do their thing. Wentz throws deep, and it is caught by Jeffrey for a big first down. Alshon Jeffrey. This time he catches it. He's one-on-one with the defender, and Alshon makes the play. What a throw by Carson Wentz. A laser by Wentz, and Jeffrey with the reception. First down, Eagles deep in the Falcons territory, and let's take a look. Oh, a one-handed grab by Jeffrey. Wow. Jarvis Landry would be impressed with that one. Bless him. So here we go. 1st and 10 for you Hard Knock fans out there. 1st and 10. Wentz hands off to Ajayi. He gets away from one and then is drugged down. Jay Ajayi making something out of nothing there. And it's going to be 2nd and 8. Tough sledding so far for the Eagles. Falcons good run protection so far. So 2nd and 8. Ball to the Atlanta 13-yard line. Good-looking drive here to start the season for the Eagles. Their first offensive possession of the season. This was one of the top-scoring teams in the league a year ago. Wentz, he'll roll. Carson looking, throws, and it's intercepted. An errant pass, a bad pass there by Carson Wentz, and Jones comes away with it. He threw it across his body, and you never want to do that. And Jones makes him pay with an interception. So a good-looking drive for the Eagles goes for naught. He wanted Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Well, those of you who watched last season and Madden know that Carson Wentz had a problem with interceptions. Want to clean that up, and now the Falcons, their second offensive possession of the game, deep into their own territory. The good news, at least, is the Eagles were deep in the Falcons' territory, so the Falcons do not have good field position right here. 1st and 10 from their own 16. The Eagles' defense has got to stop the Falcons here and get the ball back to the offense, who was moving well before the interception. This is a handoff to Freeman, and boy, both running backs have had their issues running the ball. Both defenses doing good. 2nd and 6. Eagles, one of the best run defenses. In fact, the best run defense a season ago. Incredible play by their D-line. And you think about it, they were number one in the league after the loss of their starting middle linebacker, Jordan Hicks. That goes to show just how dominant this D-line is. And it's 2nd and 6. And Ryan, the handoff goes to Freeman, and what a job, what a tackle. I believe that was Jordan Hicks. It was. Shedded the block. That would have been a big gainer by Freeman if Hicks didn't get there.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far.
And I know he's been often hurt, but one thing we know about Jordan Hicks is the guy's an athlete. He's a ball hawk as well. He can get those turnovers. The problem is he just has to stay healthy. 3rd and 4 for the Falcons. Ryan in the gun, back to pass. Pressure coming, and it's knocked away, incomplete. And a good job by the Eagles defense to hold the Falcons to a 3-and-out after the interception. And the Eagles will have the ball back here, 4th and 4 for the Falcons. So they don't have a sack, but twice they have gotten in Matt Ryan's grill. Sproles back deep to return. The Eagles should have decent field position here. Oh, what a punt, though. That's a heck of a punt. That's a great job by the Falcon punter to the 22. Okay, so maybe not so great field position. Carson Wentz, 2 of 4, 61 yards and a pick. Most of those yards was a big play to Alshon Jeffrey on 3rd and 9 on the last drive. So 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Ball to their own 22. That's where this drive starts, with Wentz in the gun and Ajayi behind him. The handoff will go to Jay Ajayi. Oh, he's taken down right away. Falcons' run defense has been on point. It's 2nd and 12, a loss of 2. Nowhere to go for Jay Ajayi, who sports number 26 this season. When he came over in the trade, he wore Brian Westbrook's old number 36. So he basically went from Westbrook to Lito Shepherd. Ronald Darby also sporting a new number. He went from 41 to 21. So more jersey sales this season. 2nd and 12. Wentz, of course, sticking with number 11. It's worked well for him so far. Wentz looking. Wentz throws, and it is caught somehow by Jay Ajayi, close to a 1st down, and it's 3rd and 5. Jay Ajayi, his first reception of the season. He's a pretty decent pass catching back as well. So 3rd and manageable here for the Eagles. 3rd and 5.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
A minute 30 left in the opening quarter. 3-0 Atlanta. 3rd and 5. Wentz throws, and it's caught by Nelson Aguilar. And what a revelation! What a revelation he was a season ago. Had a career year and was one of Carson's favorite targets, particularly on third down. You just saw why. In the slot, that's his natural position. That's where he moved to last season after Jordan Matthews was traded in the offseason for Ronald Darby to Buffalo. And a first down reception by Nelson Aguilar, and good for him. I know he had his share of troubles the season before, well documented, but he certainly came into his own a season ago as a receiver in the NFL, one of the best slot receivers in the league. 1st and 10, Eagles move the chains. Darren Sproles now in the game, and he will get the carry. And Darren Sproles, he had some field in front of him, but a stop there by Keanu Neal. And it's 2nd and 6.
You couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Could be the last play of the first quarter. Oh, snap. Wentz throws. He has his man. That's Ertz. And Zach Ertz fighting for extra yards. His second grab of the game and of the season. And that will take us to the second quarter. Eagles down 3-0, but they're driving as we head to quarter number 2 from Philly.
And we're back to Philadelphia after this. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Wentz now after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3.
So 1st and 10, Carson Wentz in the gun. Sproles still in there to his left.
On 1st down,
Wentz to Sproles. Oh, but that's covered up well. And you always have to worry about where number 43 is. That time, though, he gets a loss of 5, and it's 2nd and 15. Not a good play there for the Eagles.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So
now Ajayi returns as well as Corey Clement on 2nd and 15. Wentz fakes a handoff. He'll roll. And now Carson's going to run. This is one of the elements. Of course, this is how he got hurt last season. You got to be careful. But he gets what he can, and it now
bring up a 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out. And pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And for the Falcons,
momentary issue here with the controller, but we're back. 3rd and 6. They'll give it off to Ajayi, and Jay Ajayi close to the 1st. Tried to catch the Falcons off guard. It's 4th and 3. And this is the part of the field where Doug Peterson likes to go for it. The Eagles very good on 4th down conversions over the years under Peterson. It is 4th and 3. And they indeed will go for it. Wentz throws. It's Jeffrey, 1st down Eagles. So they do convert on 4th and short. Jeffrey's 2nd reception of the game for 51 yards. Move the chains, new set of downs, 1st and 10 for the Eagles. AMC Eagles. Yeah, very excited. I'm happy to have Madden 19. Would have been nice if Wentz got the cover, but he'll eventually get a cover of Madden, I'm sure. First and 10 Eagles, ball to the Atlanta 32-yard line. Another good drive going here for Philly. Wentz will hand it off to Ajayi, and Ajayi is wrestled down. Boy, nothing doing on the running game so far for Philly, for either team for that matter.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on
Excuse
that
me.
play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of
Second
yards
and
out.
8.
Those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Hang in there now.
Well, second and 8. Wentz in the pistol now. He has Ajayi behind him.
Now a play fake.
Wentz rolls, and now he takes off. Carson Wentz on the move, and he nearly gets the first. Let's see. Oh, there's an injury. It's first and 10. Carson Wentz gets the first. And the Eagle fans always have the hearts in their throats when Wentz takes off, but first down. Move the chains again for the Eagles to the Falcon 21-yard line. Wentz throws. Ooh, nearly picked off. Bad pass there by Wentz into traffic. And it brings up a second and 10. No harm, no foul, though. New set, new down.
2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Second and 10.
Pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
With 6:28 to go in the first half. Low-scoring game so far. Wentz, play action. He'll roll. Now he will run. Carson Wentz will be taken down. He protected the football. And it's a third and a short 3. As Carson Wentz doing it with his feet here.
The Eagles on third down.
Third and 3.
They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's third and 3. Shotgun now for Wentz.
And, juggled around and nearly picked off. Jay Ajayi, the intended receiver. It'll bring up fourth down, and I would imagine the Eagles will take the points here to tie it up.
Open downfield, as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too
And
tight,
they will.
unable to find anyone open.
Jake Elliott to kick it. Up and good, and we're all square at 3. Jake Elliott, the season he had last season, brought in, yet due to another injury, as Caleb Sturgis was hurt early in the year, and Elliott came in, and he hit a 61-yard game-winning field goal against the Giants, and he hit a pretty important late field goal to put the Eagles up 8 in Super Bowl 52. Of course, they would go on to win by 8.
But that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
And Elliott kicks it off, and it's a touchback. So first and 10 for the 25 for the Falcons. Their third offensive possession. Field goal, punt, and here we are for their number 3 possession so far for the Falcons. Yeah, see, I'm going to start my Season of the Fans series the last week of preseason. That's what I usually do. I wait and see how things are looking with the roster, and then get ready for the season opener, which will come quick this season. That Thursday night game, as you're seeing it right here in Madden terms. Now, and a loss on the play there. Freeman taken down. He'll lose 4. And I believe that was Jordan Hicks on the. Oh no, that was Bradham. Nigel Bradham, who of course will be out for the first game with the suspension. But the Madden version made a nice play there. Be nice to see the Eagles get some more pressure on Ryan. No sacks, but they've had 2 pressures so far. Second and 14, Ryan back to pass. He throws. He has an open receiver, and that's a big play and a first down for the Falcons. Devontae Freeman got free. And the Falcons have a big first down play right there to their own 48.
Be aware, ball may come your way.
Excuse me, to the Eagles 48, so they are in Eagles territory. Devontae Freeman was wide open. That's the second time today there's been a defensive miscommunication in the backfield for the Eagles. In the secondary, rather, I should say, for the Eagles. Of course, the game started with a big gainer by Julio Jones. He's been quiet since, though. The Falcon receiving corps as a whole has been pretty quiet to that point. 1st and 10, and a handoff to Freeman, and he gets loose. And Freeman, his best run of the game. So Devontae Freeman doing it as a receiver and now as a runner. It's 2nd and 2, a gain of 8 on first down, and that's, a win on first down for the Falcons.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last
as all of a sudden their offense is starting to go. These are two good offenses going at it tonight, but so far it's been a defensive battle, 3-3, late in the first half. Falcons, though, with the ball, they're driving to the Eagles' 40-yard line. Ryan under center with Freeman in the backfield. The give will go to Freeman. He has a huge hole. Devontae Freeman shoved out of bounds after picking up a first down. McLeod on the tackle. But Freeman starting to find those yards. And the Falcons' running game, which for most of the game was doing nothing, now is finding some lanes, and Devontae Freeman. Big hole off the left side. He hit the corner. And he gets a big first down. And then the Falcons in field goal range here, but you know they want more. Now Coleman in the game, and play action to him, and another good pass catching back, and Coleman going to come down with it. His first grab, gain of 3. It's 2nd and 7. Good job, Eagles, defensively, though, to tackle him immediately after he made the catch. Falcons are blessed with two very good pass-catching backs in Freeman and Coleman. It's a dynamic backfield that they have enjoyed for the past few seasons. So 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Ryan now under center. Coleman remains in the game behind him. And the give, well, no, it's a fake. And wide open is Julio Jones, who one-hands it for a first down. His second grab of the game, I believe.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have
now,
first
you
and
just
goal.
got to know where number 11 is. You got to know where number 24 is. And the Eagles twice today have not covered number 11.
How much of it is the glove?
So 1st and goal, Atlanta. Ball to the Eagles' 5-yard line. Ryan under center. Freeman back in the game. He's behind him with the fullback. Freeman gets the carry, and he's wide open. Boy, there was a hole you could drive a truck through. And Devontae Freeman scores, and the Falcons regain the lead. 9-3 with the extra point to come by Bryant. That was too easy. Great blocking up front. Eagles D-line, one of the strengths of this defense, but that time a win for the Falcons. Devontae Freeman, too easy. That was a good drive by the Falcons. After the Eagles tie the game up on a field goal. And now the extra point good by Bryant, and it's a 10-3 Atlanta lead with 2:29 to go in the first half. The Eagles will get the ball to start the second half. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. So this is a big possession right here. The Falcons have taken the momentum.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away.
Bryant to kick it off. Darren Sproles to return. Sproles will get what he can to the 26. The diminutive dynamo, Darren Sproles.
And out now come the Eagles.
Eagles offense. Jay Ajayi, tough sledding. 6 carries, 7 yards. Eagles hoping to get a little more in the running game. But you would imagine they'll be putting the ball in the air here.
Your defense gets a chance to take a break.
First and 10 Eagles.
Maybe get themselves ready.
Carson Wentz in the gun with Ajayi to his right.
Maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Wentz will play action. He'll roll. He'll roll. Now he'll throw downfield, and Ertz out of bounds. Incomplete.
Looked like he might have had position there.
So second and 10.
Second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it.
And what you don't want to do here is have a 3 and out. Give the Falcons the ball right back.
Is second and 10.
Ajayi in motion on second and 10. Wentz
will try again on second.
Throws. He has Aguilar, and Nelson Aguilar a first down to the Eagles' 40-yard line. And that might take us to the 2-minute warning. We said Aguilar in the slot. That's his natural position. That's his second reception on a crossing pattern. And a nice gainer there for Nelson Aguilar. So the 2-minute warning has hit in Philly. Eagles trail 10-3. Trying to get some points here before the half. Second half action from Lincoln Financial Field, Eagles and Falcons, the season opener. The Eagles doing so as defending Super Bowl champions. These are the two teams that won the NFC the last 2 seasons, both playing the Patriots in the Super Bowl, both faring differently. First and 10 as Wentz rolls. He will throw, and it's incomplete. Aguilar in the area. And it brings up second and 10.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver.
No, second and 10.
Incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Ajayi in motion.
Once again here on second and 10.
Oh, pressure came incomplete. Nearly sacked. It's third and long 10. Stops the clock with 1:52.
Because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is
50% on third down. 2 of 4 are the Eagles so far. Wentz looking, surveying, throws, and it's incomplete. And that was Wallace, Mike Wallace, the intended receiver, the offseason acquisition.
Well, they've had a pretty
and now the Eagles will have to punt.
And then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys.
First punt of the game for the Eagles, and a new punter out there. Of course, Johnson retired after the season.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the
end zone for a touchback.
Here the Falcons as their
so first and 10 Atlanta, ball on their own 20. Devontae Freeman, 8 carries for 30 yards and a score. And most of those yards came on the last drive, and what a drive it was for the Falcons. Regaining the lead and taking the momentum. Now the Eagles defense has to make a play. No turnovers so far for them. Falcons with an interception. Ryan, and there's an open receiver.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line.
It's Hooper.
Give him 9 there.
And it's a second and 1.
But we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved. Call a few more plays.
The Eagles defense, this is a key possession here. You got to make a stop.
And that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Second and 1. Ryan will throw a wide open receiver, and it's a first down. Here come the Falcons.
Down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away.
So first and 10 Atlanta.
That's how a lot of these receivers
ball to their 38-yard line.
On first and 10,
Ryan He's had all day to make some of these throws. Incomplete. He wanted Julio Jones, and McLeod was there on the coverage. 2nd and 10.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him down,
You know, I like that play call, though. You got Julio Jones one-on-one with a safety. Take your chance. But a great job by Rodney McLeod on the coverage to break it up. And now it's 2nd and 10. Ryan back to pass. Again, a clean pocket throws, and this time it's caught. No, it isn't. Julio Jones couldn't hang on. And it's 3rd and 10. Jalen Mills, the Green Goblin, on the coverage. Wow. Well, that's 2 bullets that the Eagles
rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
have overcame. I mean, Julio Jones one-on-one with the safety, doesn't get the catch, and now another catchable ball for Jones, and he doesn't catch it. And remember, it was a non-catch that ended the Falcons season a year ago here in Philly. 3rd and 10. This is where you want to get pressure on Ryan. Eagles have had trouble. I want to get him all day to survey the field. 3rd and 10. Now Freeman in motion. Now watch out where he is. He's a good pass-catching back. Freeman, he goes his way, and Freeman is tripped up, taken down. And it will lead to a punt, and the Eagles call time. Good job by the Eagles defense after the Falcons got a first down to stop this drive. 4th and 7. And the Falcons will have to punt.
And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Matt Bosher.
Eagles with all 3 timeouts. 46 seconds remaining. Eagles would love to get in field goal range here and get a little closer. Here comes the punt. And it's a good one. Well, going to go in the end zone for a touchback to the 20. That's where this drive starts for Carson Wentz. Eagles offense trailing 10-3.
They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more.
So 1st and 10 Birds. Wentz in the gun with Ajayi to his right.
But don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational.
Wentz has to throw, and it's incomplete. Pressure was coming.
That time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
And Deion Jones was coming through. 10-3 Falcons here with 37 seconds to go. Deion Jones rather on the coverage. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver.
After the
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ajayi in motion.
Back to the air on 2nd down.
Oh, pressure was coming, and it's incomplete. Well, the first 2 plays of this drive, the Falcons have been able to get to Wentz. No sacks, but 2 quick passes. That's getting it done for the Falcons defense.
Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Eagles on 3rd down.
So now it's 3rd and 10 with 34 seconds. Falcons all 3 timeouts. Eagles with 2 timeouts. Wentz will fake a handoff. And now he will throw, and he has an open receiver. It's Nelson Aguilar. Nelson Aguilar, 1st down, Eagles in the Falcons' territory. What a play, Carson Wentz to Nelson Aguilar. Now Aguilar beat the defense on that play. He got open, and Carson Wentz found him. The Eagles with 1 timeout remaining, and the Falcons could not stop the Eagles on 3rd and long. Now let's see if the Eagles can make the Falcons pay. It is now 1st and 10, the ball to the Atlanta 40. 23 seconds, Eagles only with 1 timeout. As Ajayi in motion. Wentz gets the ball. Wentz will throw, and it is intercepted. He wanted Alshon Jeffrey, and Carson throws another pick, his second of the game. Well, that was a shame, as Trufant, the Falcons' best cover corner, comes up with the play. It was one-on-one with your big receiver, and that was just underthrown by Wentz. That's an underthrow that Trufant was able to get. Boy, you put air up on that pass, you give your receiver a chance. A big physical receiver like Jeffrey. Instead, he underthrew it, and it's a pick by Trufant, and so much for points on that drive before the half. The Falcons have 2 interceptions. The Eagles with no turnovers so far defensively.
You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs
and with 17 seconds to go in the half, Falcons with all 3 timeouts. You know now they're thinking about trying to get in the field goal range. They'll hand the ball off to Freeman, and he is stuffed up. He'll lose yards, and this is pretty much an indication of what the Falcons want to do here. Take the lead at the half. 2nd and 13, a loss on the play of 3. Look out here. This is safety territory, but they're not going to get a playoff, and that will do it for the half. So 10-3, low-scoring game so far from Lincoln Financial Field. The defending Super Bowl champ Eagles lost 1 game at home all season, including playoffs last season. It was a game that really didn't matter against Dallas to end the season when the backups were in there for most of the game.
Let's look ahead to opening weekend right here in 2018.
Well, the Eagles offense have to get back to the drawing board here. They did some good things in the game, but they got to finish drives.
As they'll square off against the Jacksonville Jaguars. As for the 4 o'clock game, some good ones there as well. One being in Charlotte, where it'll be the Panthers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And finally, on Sunday Night Football, a good one to kick off the year. Matt Nagy's debut as Bears head coach comes in Lambeau against the Packers. In our game, it was the former MVP, Matt Ryan, with a strong first half. His guys lead on the road at the defending champs, as we send you back up to Philly for the second half with Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game.
Second half action from Lincoln Financial Field. Falcons will kick off to the Eagles to start the half. Sproles on the return, and Darren Sproles will take it to the 24. That's where this drive starts for Carson Wentz. No touchdowns, 2 interceptions so far for Wentz, including one to end the first half. 9-20, 147 yards, no touchdowns, 2 picks.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play.
Eagles definitely want to get something going offensively here in the second half. They trail 10-3. Wentz under center with Ajayi in the backfield. And Ajayi on the carry, and he has a little room. It's been tough sledding for Jay Ajayi, but he gains 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way
2nd and 4.
The entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays. But
now Clement in there, backs in the eye. And again, it goes to Ajayi, who hurls. Oh, and he's taken down. Luckily, he held on to the ball, and it's now 3rd and manageable, too.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
So 3rd and 2.
He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Again, backs in the eye. Wentz hands off to Ajayi, and Ajayi looks like he has the first. He does. 3 straight carries by Jay Ajayi. And a first down, Eagles, their own 34-yard line.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together.
Eagles have had trouble running the ball in this game to this point, but 3 carries and a first for Ajayi to start this drive. And now a play action. And Wentz, gets away with that one. May have thrown it a touch early. Keanu O'Neal on the coverage. And it's 2nd and 10. First pass attempt of the second half and an incompletion. And lucky that was an incompletion for Wentz.
Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted, like you said, the pick on
so 2nd and 10.
Drive not much better. So after the incompletion on first, now
Wentz in the pistol with the Jai behind him. Wentz. Pressure. He gets away. He throws downfield. He has an open. Oh, it looked like he was open. I'm sorry. That was an optical illusion. He wanted Wallace incomplete.
These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all
But Carson Wentz gets away from a sack. And if anything else, it's 3rd and 10 instead of 3rd and very long.
You're right. They have had no room to breathe.
3rd and 10. Wentz in the gun. Wentz, play action. He'll roll. Carson Wentz looks. The pressure cut and he goes down. He is sacked. Vic Beasley, the first sack of the game for the Falcons, a 4th and long, and the Eagles will have to punt. Well, it's been problemsome on offense so far. 3 points, that's it. And it's going to be a touchback. So 1st and 10 from the 20. Boy, the Eagles need something here defensively. Maybe a pick six. Something positive because the offense has been in quicksand so far. 1st and 10, Atlanta.
For the most part, not nearly as emotional.
Well, the drive started well with 3 handoffs and a first down, but then trouble. Incompletions all around for Carson Wentz.
Here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen.
1st and 10, Atlanta. Ryan, overthrew his man. That was Hooper. Incomplete. Hooper was open. Yeah, that's a misfire by Matt Ryan, Matty Ice. Overthrew his tight end. And when you overthrow your tight end, that's an overthrow. So that tight ends are pretty big.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd
and the Eagles defense looking for something, a turnover, something positive. 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake to
Ryan throws, has his man, that's Hooper. He got him this time, and it's a foot race. And McLeod brings Hooper down, but not after a big gainer. That time they hook up 23 yards after catch for Hooper. And it's 1st and 10 Atlanta in Eagles territory. Well, another miscommunication in the back in the secondary for the Eagles. McLeod, the touchdown saving tackle. It's Ronald Darby who got beat. And it's 1st and 10 Atlanta to the Eagle 32-yard line. They're already up 10-3 in this game, and they're looking for more. And Ryan will fake a handoff to Freeman. He is rushed, but it doesn't matter. Hooper, who's had a big drive, comes down with it. It's 1st and goal Atlanta. The blitz does not get there in time, and Matty Ice connects with Hooper, who's had the last 2 receptions on this drive after he missed him. Go figure. Well, he's certainly making up for that. The last 2 passes by Matt Ryan to Hooper. Again, the Eagles would love to hold the Falcons to a field goal here or get a turnover. 1st and goal Atlanta. Freeman, the lone back. He will get the carry, and he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And it's now 16-3 Atlanta with the point after to come. That was too easy, that drive. After a miscommunication with Ryan to Hooper, he finds Hooper not once but twice. And then Devontae Freeman powers his way in the end zone. And now the extra point by Bryant is good. It's 17-3 Falcons. The Eagles offense has not done a whole lot in this game, and their defense has now given up a pair of touchdowns and a field goal. It's 17-3. The Eagles offense has got to get something going here. They have turned the ball over twice. And this is Sproles on the return, and Darren Sproles taken down to the 22. That's where this drive will start for Carson Wentz. Got to get something going here.
Philadelphia getting getting set to
Got to get something going.
Down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive.
First and 10 Eagles.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the
Backs
score,
in the eye.
situation.
Wentz the handoff to Ajayi, who is taken down immediately. Nothing going on with the running game for the Eagles. It's been one of the problems because when you become one-dimensional, it makes it easier for a defense.
Is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time.
And it's second and 10. No gain on first down.
They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
On second down, here's Wentz.
Wentz throws. He has a man. That's a catch and a first down and then some. First down grab.
26 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move.
I believe it's Wallace. I believe that's who number 14 is. And a nice play there. It was Wallace. So first and 10 Eagles. Got to get it going here. Good play there. They're at their own 48. Wentz, the long count. Now he'll hand off to Ajayi, who gets taken down. Boy, the Falcons' defense has been all over the Eagles' running game. It's now second and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating.
There's still plenty of time in this game, but the Eagles have got to get something going offensively here. Second and 8. Now ball at midfield to the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Wentz.
Wentz,
And that's incomplete.
was hurried, and he throws an incompletion. Lucky that wasn't picked off.
His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So third and 8.
The Eagles on third down. They're at 50%.
You wonder if they would go for it at midfield if they don't convert here. Wentz throws, and it is deflected by Jones and nearly caught by Jeffrey on the rebound, but nothing doing. And indeed, the Eagles will go for it here on fourth down.
It could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field.
4th and 8 at midfield. The Eagles are going to go for it with 4:43 to go in the third quarter. This is a gamble move. Ajayi in motion. Wentz will run. Wentz will try to get the first down himself. He's going to have it, and he gets out of bounds after getting the first down. He's tackled, maybe a little late, but it was in bounds. 17-3 Falcons, but a first down for the Eagles. They had to have it on 4th and 8 at midfield, and they're now in Falcon territory.
When Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic.
So a big first down run by Carson Wentz.
And he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like
to the Falcon 38-yard line.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Wentz, play action fake. Throws. It's deflected. He wanted the rookie Goddard, who has yet to make a reception. Jones on the coverage. And it's second and 10.
For the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
No, second and 10. 4:20 to go in third quarter. Wentz. It's knocked away at the line, and now it's third and 10.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. This offense
third and 10.
On the move.
And the Falcons defense making a play.
Have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Wallace in motion, 3rd and 10. Wentz, he'll roll. He'll roll. He'll throw. Diving reception made. First down, Eagles. It's Aguilar. Yet again, when you need a big play, you go to number 13, Nelson Aguilar. Another first down reception. A diving one. He gets style points on that one. Nelson Aguilar making the catch. Eagles moving the chains, and they're to the Atlanta 25-yard line. Wentz in the pistol. Hands it off to Ajayi. Ajayi gets away. Jay Ajayi nearly breaks it. He is taken down. A touchdown-saving tackle made by Campbell. Otherwise, Ajayi's in the end zone, and as it is, it's 2nd and 7. Oh, Jay Ajayi nearly broke it. One of his better runs on the game. It's been that type of game for the Eagles' running game. All but shut down in this one. Wentz, fake a handoff. Now he'll roll. Carson has to get rid of it. He can't. He's taken down. He is sacked by McLean. And that brings up 3rd and long, 16.
Well, no, it takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum.
3rd and 16. Ball to the Atlanta 31.
Very, very fickle man.
Wentz. Again, he is taken down. Vic Beasley, his 2nd sack of the game. It's 4th and 21 from the 37. And you know they got to go for it here because of the score. And a field goal really does them no good, so you got to go for it. Boy, Vic Beasley, who was a bit quiet last season in the sack numbers opposed to what he did the season before, but he has 2 of them in this game. Play action fake. Wentz rolling. Got to throw it. He's hit as he throws. It's incomplete. And another drive goes the wayside. And 1st and 10, Atlanta, as yet again their defense makes a play when they had to. And the Eagles turn it over on downs. Boy,
didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it.
It's a tough game at times, and the Eagles have certainly had their troubles. Carson Wentz with 2 interceptions, and the first of which was really damning because the Eagles were certainly driving for points on that drive early in the game. And now it's a toss by Ryan to the fullback, and it's a gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Eagles defense has got to come up with a play here. They've got to get a turnover, an interception, a fumble, something. Falcons with 2 takeaways in this game, the Eagles with none. And their defense was pretty good in the takeaway department a season ago. The Eagles defense has no sacks as well. 2nd and 7. Ryan throws, knocked down, incomplete. Nice job there. And it brings up 3rd and 7. As Chris Long, what a job he did a year ago. Coming up with big plays in the playoffs. Nearly gets an interception there. Again, the Eagles defense trying to make a play here. Get the ball back for their offense. And even though the offense has struggled, they have a lot of weapons. It's a 2-score game right now. You want to stop him here. Ryan back to pass. And oh my goodness. That's on me. That's on me. It's one where you just let the system make the play. First down run by Matt Ryan to the Eagle 43-yard line. Boy, it's been tough. The handoff, fake handoff to Freeman. Ryan all day. Ryan, come on, there's got to be holding there or something. Come on, Madden. 2nd and 10.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Not in points territory right now, the Falcons. We got to stop them here. Eagles had a great opportunity to get off the field on 3rd down. Couldn't do it. And now the Falcons again.
short one here, complete to his tight end.
And the tight end makes the play. 3rd and 5.
That catch good for 5.
Hooper, yet again. He was the big man on their last drive, leading to a Devontae Freeman touchdown.
Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've
So
only
3rd and
converted
5.
once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ryan in the gun with Freeman to his left. Eagles bring a blitz. Doesn't matter. Hooper.
And he will be taken down.
Well, he was the guy that they showed before the game.
The final play.
I thought it was an interesting choice when you have Jones and Freeman as part of their offense, but he's been the big man here in the second half.
NFL on EA Sports.
The Falcons certainly looking for more points here.
And welcome back. We are in the city.
Eagles with 3 points. Going to the 4th quarter, the Falcons with 17.
As we get set to start the 4th.
4th quarter underway from South Philly. Eagles looking again to try to make a stop. Get a turnover. Matt Ryan under center. Jones, the receiver in motion. Ryan, it's been all night. He's been protected so well, and Hooper with a touchdown. And the Falcons are blowing out the Eagles right now.
And the Falcons will extend their lead.
23-3.
Turning into a really good performance on
That's just an easy pitch and catch, and Matt Ryan, just no pressure against him all game long.
Any road win in the NFL is a great
Nothing.
road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel?
Extra point by Bryant. He's been perfect on the night. He remains so. Roughing the kicker.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and a decision
So it's 23-3, and it's going to be a roughing the kicker call against Douglas, Rasul Douglas, the guilty party.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Extra point good. It's 24-3. Penalty on the kickoff, and that will be a touchback. Well, this has not been pretty. Particularly the second half, it's been all Falcons. 24-3 with Carson Wentz trying to get something going on this drive. He's had some good drives, and they've all ended in disaster. Sans for the one where it was a field goal. 1st and 10, Eagles ball to the Atlanta 25-yard line. Got to build on something, if anything else, for next week. The Eagles will travel to Tampa Bay, take on the... Oh, here come the Falcons again. Oh, and a nice play. Zach Ertz downfield, and Ertz is finally taken out of bounds. Finally, the Eagles offense gets something going. Zach Ertz on the reception. Ball to the Atlanta 35-yard line. That's a great play there by Wentz, and Ertz getting away from one tackle and then taking a Falcon defender for a bit of a ride for extra yards. Nice job that time. But see, the Eagles have made some plays, and then they go backwards. Or the incompletions start up. 1st and 10 Eagles. They give no option, and Wentz taken down. Goes for a sack, 2nd and 11. Klein on the tackle. Rather, they don't give it a sack, it's a tackle because Wentz was running with the ball. And see, this is what I mean. They get something positive, and then they start going backwards.
They got it there on the option play for a loss.
The Eagles have had some good drives going, just have to finish them. Wentz in the gun with Sproles now to his right. Wentz will throw into traffic, incomplete. Another incompletion, and now it's 3rd and a long 11. And you know this is 4-down territory.
You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better.
3rd and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Wallace, the motion receiver on 3rd and 11. Wentz rolls, throws, and an errant pass incomplete. Keanu O'Neal in coverage, and now it's 4th and long. And yet again, Eagles have something positive, and then here come the negatives. It's like clockwork in this game. Fourth and 11.
They're going to have any shot at this thing.
Carson Wentz in the gun with Sproles to his right. Wallace again in motion. Wentz throws incomplete, and that will do it. Eagles turnover on downs. Falcons get the ball again. Nothing going well for the Eagles. Hopefully it goes better in real life. This has been a disaster.
2 for 3 before that, but finally gets stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
Good starting field position for them as they come.
I will definitely have to play with the sliders again after this game. I don't know what else to do. 1st and 10, Ryan will hand off to Freeman, who gets taken down by Fletcher Cox. Fletcher takes out some anger on Devontae Freeman. No gain on 1st down. And it's 2nd and 10.
Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now because
so 2nd and 10, Atlanta. They've scored 24, and Matt Ryan has been red hot here in the second half. Hooper's been a big part of it as well. As Ryan will roll, and well, what else is new? A wide open Falcon receiver. It's Julio Jones, who gets taken down after another big play.
I am without speech. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off
the Eagles.
clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever.
We're bringing some pressure that time on Ryan, but he got rid of the ball, and he finds his favorite target, Julio Jones, for a big gainer. 1st and 10, ball to midfield. Well, I mean, this is what the Falcons have done. I mean, they have made big plays. And you know they're angry about losing that game a year ago right here in Philly, and they've, taken it out on the Eagles in this game. 2nd and 6. Their playmakers have made plays. The Eagles' playmakers have not. That's for sure. That is for sure. This has been a second half that's belonged to the wrong birds. Ryan, handoff to Freeman. He is taken down by number 77. That's Michael Bennett. His first tackle as an Eagle. Eagles' defensive line has been very quiet in this game. No sacks against Matt Ryan.
They can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you also.
So it's 3rd and 6. Ryan will hand off to Freeman, and Devontae Freeman will not get the first. So the Eagles' defense makes a stop. Jenkins, one of the defensive captains. And 4th and 4, and they're going to go for it. No, I don't know what they're doing. Are they punting? Are they going for it? I'm not sure. I would imagine they're punting. Now they're going to go for it. They're going to go for it. This part of the field, you see more and more teams going for it on 4th down. And, well, that's the capper. Oh, did he go backwards? Did they give him?
But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker.
No, they don't give him forward progress. Eagles stop him on downs.
And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Well, they were fortunate there because Julio caught the ball for a first down, but then he went backwards. He has it right there, and he makes moves, and now he goes backwards.
You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there, and I know if we go to the post-game press conferences.
So 1st and 10, Eagles ball to their own 46. Good field position to start this drive again. Want to see something positive here going into the game against Tampa. Wentz Surveys, throws, and it's incomplete. Wow.
Ball pops out, incomplete.
It is tough to complete.
Incomplete. Stop me if you've heard that one before. So 2nd and 10 now for the Eagles.
Before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball.
Not easy for any quarterback.
The handoff to Ajayi. Boy, I mean, there's a hole there, and then Vic Beasley comes in and says, no, it isn't.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was
So 3rd and
they
6.
did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak.
And you know this
They
is
needed to make up
indeed
some ground, and they
4
did.
down territory. 5 minutes to go, second half. All Falcons 24-3. Wentz, play act, will fake it, throws, he has Jeffrey, and Alshon Jeffrey has a first down. That's a good play by the Eagles offense, finally making something happen. It's been a lot of negative, but they have mixed in a few positive plays. And again, you got to take something to Tampa. You're going up against a decent offense there with Jameis Winston. Of course, our old friend Deshaun Jackson. Hand off to Ajayi, and boy, there's been nothing. A few former Eagles as well on that Tampa Bay team.
It'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in
Bo
the
Allen,
like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's
Vinny
had nowhere
Curry.
to run.
And you probably
They have hardware with the Eagles. Big shiny rings were given to them, but they are with Tampa. It's becoming Eagles South Tampa Bay. Quite a lot of Eagles on that Tampa Bay team. Of course, Deshaun Jackson. Ajayi in motion on 2nd and 10. Wentz back to pass. Throws, and it's incomplete. Knocked away.
Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it. He started out having some
And now it's 3rd and 10.
The first half connecting with his receivers really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter.
So now it's 3rd and 10 for the Eagles. Again, they got something positive. They haven't gained a yard since.
From the gun on 3rd down,
Wentz incomplete.
Hang on to it. Nearly
4th and
picked.
10.
He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee
So,
you in the huddle,
4th and 10.
all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Wentz throws a good throw that time to Jeffrey, who comes down with it for a first down.
But not before they're inside the
Maybe too little, too late, but this is a nice drive going for the Eagles. Again, something positive to build on for next week. I guess Kelsey got hurt. He's not in there.
Throwing on first is Wentz.
Wentz throws, and it is caught for a first down by Darren Sproles.
Another nice gain, 16 yards.
1st and goal, Eagles.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there.
2 good throws there by Wentz.
Too much.
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make
Wentz
them eat up some time.
looks,
Make it a little bit
throws,
easier.
and the traffic incomplete. He wanted Aguilar. Incomplete.
But it winds up incomplete.
Jones on the coverage at 2nd and goal. Love to see the Eagles get in the end zone here.
No one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively.
So 2nd and goal, ball to the Falcons 7. Wallace in motion.
Wentz to throw again.
Wentz will roll. He'll roll. Well, he will. I don't even know what that was. Incompletion. 3rd and goal.
To his guys up front because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game.
Elbow strain for Kelsey.
He's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just
He will return. Good news.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Kelsey back in for the Eagles. Wallace in motion. 3rd and goal, Wentz.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal.
Throws, and it's intercepted. He wanted Jeffrey. It's intercepted
his guys will get the football back.
By Allen.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the
well,
football. Unfortunately,
this has not gone well.
And you know you're going to be
3 picks by Wentz.
Dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway.
Falcons defense is doing the job that the Eagles defense has not been able to do. Getting turnovers. And now twice deep into Falcon territory, and this is a run by Freeman, big hole. Well, just going to have to regroup. I was hoping for something better in this one, but not meant to be. That's the 2-minute warning. It's all Falcons, 24-3. They denied the Eagles yet again getting points. Well, they wanted revenge in this game, and they certainly got it.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back.
Particularly in this second half. It was a 10-3 game at half. The Eagles had the ball, but nothing doing. Freeman, first down.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
First and 10, Atlanta.
Time, and it moves the chains as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart.
This is a handoff again to Freeman.
And he'll be limited to a short
You
game.
figure you'll be seeing a heavy dose of Devontae Freeman on this drive. Eagles not calling timeouts. Pretty much have put up the white flag on this one. An unfortunate beginning for the Eagles in their title defense. And again, oh, they'll fake it. Boy, the Falcons. Hooper taken down, and, well, you got to mark that one down. 3rd and 7. Malcolm Jenkins on the tackle.
Up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
One of the few things the Falcons have not done good at in this game is converting on 3rd down, 2 for 6, and that will do it. The game ends. Yeah, you want to throw that clipboard down, Doug. I want to throw the remote down. It's 24-3 the final on Banner Night. The Eagles come out flat, and they fall to the Falcons 24-3. Falcons with 14 points in the second half. After 10 in the first, the Eagles can only manage a field goal. 3 Carson Wentz interceptions. 24-3 the final. Eagles will try to regroup and get it in the win column in week 2 against Tampa Bay. Well, not good highlights here. Let's just move on. We already know what happened. Disaster. Falcons will play the Panthers in week 2, and they got to feel good about themselves after this one. Well, that's going to do it. I thank anyone who watched. I know I didn't get a lot of viewers in this one, and I'm kind of glad for that because this game was a disaster.
Players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.
Just to hit the studio. Now me and steak and shrimp. I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanted me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen. Now it's by the stove. Big inside the
Okay.
Take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Well, again, Eagles go down 24-3. I'll go ahead and hit that advance button to get to week 2. All right.
Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me fingers.
Wait a minute, I hit I did something wrong here. I didn't want to advance to mid-season. I just wanted to... That's what happened. Oh. Cancel simulation. What? Okay. I guess I didn't see that right. We're up to week... What's this, week 3? Oh no, we're up to week 4, I believe. Eagles, Titans. What in the world happened? I'm having all sorts of trouble here, aren't I? Well, we advanced too far. I thought I was going to advance 1 week, and it was going to mid-season, so I had to stop it. It's a new game, still trying to learn everything out. And, all right. Well, as I try to figure this out, I will say goodbye for now. I thank anyone for watching. And so we're 2-1 now. So in games I haven't played, the Eagles are undefeated. And the Titans are 3-0, so this should be an interesting game. Thanks for watching. I will see you all next time. Take care.